Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Nintendo Direct reactions. Yeah, 9. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, welcome to my reactions to the Nintendo Directs. I don't have Crystal or Alex with me because Alex has work in about an hour, and Crystal, she's currently at work. So, if an FE4 remake is announced, oh my god, I'm gonna feel so sorry. Yeah, so I did record my reactions to the last Nintendo Direct that happened in June, but the thing is though that it didn't look that exciting to me to watch. Like I wasn't like jumping out of my seat. Like I was happy with some of the things they announced, like Super Mario RPG and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but it didn't look good to me. So I'm really hoping that the FP4 remake gets announced in this Nintendo Direct. And I really, really am hoping it is, because there's not a whole lot else for me to get excited. Like I'm expecting them to talk about Super Mario Bros. Wonder, even though they already had a full direct about it. Super Mario RPG, like Mario WarioWare Move It. But other than that, I don't know what else they could announce. I mean, they could announce like the Wind Waker, like the Zelda Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD ports, Metroid Prime games, talk about Metroid Prime 4. And I'm really hoping that they start off with Fire Emblem, because I really, really want to message Crystal as soon as it gets announced. But there's not really a whole lot for me to be looking forward to. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I like what Nintendo shows in these games, but I'm just really hoping that there's something that makes me go, like, yes, that makes me want to, like, also scream with joy. And I'm seeing there's been talk that the Fire Emblem 4 remake is going to get announced in this direct. Some people are saying that it's going to be announced in February, like for the February Nintendo Direct. But there's a lot of people saying that it's going to get announced here. There's also talk of a new Donkey Kong game getting announced, a new F-Zero game getting announced. I'm also hearing some talk that apparently, well, this is probably going to be a game, but they're going to talk about the final Mario Kart 8 DLC booster course pack, like what's going to be the final courses. And that I'm always looking forward to seeing, but I'm not really interested like in buying it, because I don't really like. I've got my fill out Mario Kart 8, but I don't really want I don't buy it. Is what I'm trying to say. There's also some talk about like apparently Arkham Knights or I think the Borderlands collection will be showed off, but it's already been showed off beforehand, or like announced for Switch. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not like expecting like the world from this Nintendo Direct, so I'm really hoping my expectations are blown away with what they show us. And yeah, I mean, I'm always looking forward to what Nintendo has to show, and this is why I usually have Alex join me, because this helps him share his thoughts. I'm really hoping that if they do add anything, like maybe an expansion to the NSO where they just put GameCube games on there, please just put GameCube games on there. The reason why I think Fire Emblem 4 is going to get announced is because they just recently released a trailer for Fire Emblem Heroes that featured Ascended Zed and a bunch of genealogy characters. And it's 10 a.m. now, so any second they're going to announce it, they're going to get started. So that's why I'm really hoping FE4 is going to really get announced. That's why I have the high hopes that it's going to get announced here. And I'm out of time. Let's get started. Alright, Nintendo, please start off with Fire Emblem 4. Please. Okay, they're starting off with Splatoon. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot this was going to get shown off. Or that this was potentially going to be shown off. Oh gee, well, okay, this seems pretty trippy. This is apparently a story expansion. I'm not really interested because... Oh wow, okay. Because, I mean, I got my feel with Splatoon 1. I mean, if I ever get the game, cool, but I'm not gonna really like jump out of my seat to like play it again. Especially the single player. Like single player is just like, it just seems like the same to me. I mean, the multiplayer is always fun, but the single player, it's not really that deep to me. Yeah, jeez.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. You just saw a new trailer for Wave 2 of the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass DLC, Side Order. This brand new story is set in the Spire of Order, where you will strengthen your character's abilities as you ascend the Spire's floors. We're developing this single-player DLC so it can be played over and over again. It's planned to release in spring 2024.
Yeesh.
Please look forward to
That's not winter.
Okay, let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Yes, let's please. Oh, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. They're actually, it's true.
Donkey Kong. Mario. The rivalry that heated up on the Game Boy Advance system reignites on the Nintendo Switch system.
Oh, it's a remake.
With his eyes on the prize, Donkey Kong has stolen all the mini Mario toys from the factory. And it's up to Mario to track him down. In each stage, contraptions and other challenges await. Observation and action are vital to your success.
Okay, so it's not the toys where you have to trace paths. I prefer this gameplay, actually, compared to like the mini toys.
That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious, though, doesn't it? If Mario does this, now he can get across and safely grab the key. Platform too high? Reach it with a handstand jump or a backflip, like that. Observe and act to collect mini Marios, clear stages, and face Donkey Kong head on. In this updated version of the game, you can play with a friend in local co-op. However you choose to puzzle your way through, it's up to you to recover the toys. Mario vs. Donkey Kong launches on Nintendo Switch February 16th.
Alright, nice. Okay, I'm actually like that.
On Nintendo eShop. Save the prince and the world.
Oh, Prince of Persia. Okay.
Guide Sargon as he sets off to save the Prince of Persia and restore the world's balance.
Yeah, this isn't the Prince of Persia game that everyone wants. They want...
This game features 2D,
not this game, I know that for a fact. They want the 3D version.
Breathtaking environments in a mythological, Persian-inspired world. But don't linger too long.
I mean, this is a fine game, but they really want just the 3D game.
As well as time powers to best these hostile lands. As your journey progresses, Sargon will grow stronger and learn new abilities that expand his arsenal. Equip amulets to further boost your abilities, among other perks. The number of amulets you can equip is limited though, so choose wisely. Use everything at your disposal to navigate this harsh world and defeat the mythical beasts that stand in your way. Get ready to save the prince and discover the mysteries of Mount Calf. When Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown launches on the Nintendo Switch
Ubisoft original. Yeah, that means that means the world to me.
In-game Warrior Within outfit by pre-ordering the game from Nintendo eShop. These games will help you chase your passions. Rev up for true arcade racing in Horizon Chase 2. Speed through stunning environments, each with its own dynamic art style.
Stunning? I don't know. These don't look like the most cutting-edge graphics to me.
Play the main campaign to unlock vehicles, courses, and more. You can also upgrade your vehicle and style it to fit your high-octane needs. Itching for more racing action? Up to 4 speedsters can put the pedal to the metal in couch co-op or online. Go full throttle in Horizon Chase 2, launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh, okay, nice.
Warm up for musical mayhem in this rhythm-based adventure. Time your button presses with the music to solve puzzles and battle.
Hey, rhythm game. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out what's gonna be the theme for this Nintendo Direct.
Music from iconic Konami games.
God.
Up to 4 friends can battle it out in versus modes or jam together in local or online play. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle launches on Nintendo Switch November 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Anya Forger has a new assignment from school, creating a photo diary.
Oh, I've seen the anime for this. I actually really liked it.
Then enjoy family time in the evenings. On days off, you can visit all sorts of exciting places, like the beach or an art museum, in search of subjects to photograph. How will you spend your time with friends and family? And what kind of photo diary will you help Anya make? Spy Anya Operation Memories launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Oh, you don't pronounce the X? I thought that's how you, that's what you do. Okay, here we go. I'm actually really interested in seeing this.
The Super Mario RPG game is back with updated graphics. Let's go over some new and returning gameplay features. Time your button presses with action commands to increase damage dealt or decrease damage received. When you time your attacks perfectly, you can now damage all enemies at once.
I'm glad they're remaking this, but I really wish they would make a, or not remake, but make a new Mario and Luigi game.
Depending on your current party, the move will change, so experiment with different combos. During your adventure, you'll encounter bosses with colorful personalities. After clearing the game, you can fight some of them again. But these powered-up bosses aren't gonna be easy.
Please tell me this is not just it for post-game. Oh, I love that theme.
Set off for adventure with Mario and Friends when Super Mario RPG launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 17th. Pre-orders are
That's
available
it?
now.
Please tell me that's not all of it for post-game. I really hope there's a direct focus on this game in general.
Hey. Look alive. We're almost there.
The Nintendo DS game, Trace Memory, returns on the Nintendo Switch system as another code to memories. One day, a young girl
I don't know this game.
receives a letter from the father she thought had passed away. Seeking answers, she sets off for the solitary Blood Edward Island in search of him. Once there, Ashley encounters puzzles and obstacles that hinder her investigation.
Can you see me?
Damn.
She also meets a mysterious boy. What truths await Ashley in this place?
And no matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face. Who are you?
The sequel, Another Code R, Journey into Lost Memories, previously unreleased in North America, is also included.
So this is like Juliet, huh?
Play both games to experience the full story. Unravel both adventures, fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch, when Another Code Recollection launches January 19th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Another code recollection includes 2 games: the Nintendo DS game Trace
You
Memory
know,
and
they
the
just said
sequel,
that.
which was never released in North America. Both games are fully enhanced on Nintendo Switch.
Alright, so
Please look
10
forward
minutes
to
so
playing
far, or
more
11
games.
if you want to get specific.
Next, please take a look at this.
Please. Never mind. Oh yeah, the Princess Peach game I forgot about.
One day, a loyal toad presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater. Princess Peach and some toads went to go see it, but then the Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made their grand entrance and took center stage. Now, it's up to Peach and the theater's guardian Stella to save the play and the day. This perfect performance has become a terrible tragedy. Luckily, Peach can use the power of Stella's ribbon to face off against the Sour Bunch. The ribbon alone won't always cut it, though. So let's do this. Whoa! Peach transformed into Sword Fighter Peach. By transforming, she can use fantastic show-stopping abilities. Fend off the Sour Bunch with sensational swordplay. Can Peach save this performance and its performers? There are more stolen shows to save. Valuable artifacts from this museum have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues, and track down who done it. Desserts have been snatched from this sweets festival. Turn into Patissiere Peach and save it from a sugar crash. The Sour Bunch got their hands on this martial arts school. Become Kung Fu Peach and take it back from these foul fiends.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
Many other transformations are just behind the curtain.
Gladiator.
The stage is set. Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight. Princess Peach, Showtime. Makes its debut on Nintendo Switch March 22nd. Pre-orders
Okay, nice.
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I don't know about the title though. It's Showtime.
That was a new look at Princess Peach Showtime. In Peach's latest adventure, the gameplay changes depending on her transformations. It looks like there are more transformations beyond the ones we showed today, so please stay tuned. Let's continue with some more headlines.
Let's please. Alright, they only spent like 3 minutes on that.
A new saga begins.
Oh.
A multi-layered RPG full of rich stories awaits in Saga Emerald Beyond. There are 6 heroes to choose from. A young man who fights with sentient puppets. A witch disguised as a schoolgirl to mask her identity. A crime-fighting duo chasing down a mysterious organization. A songstress mech who lost her voice and body. And a king of darkness who was recently reawakened. Select a hero, then follow their journey through 17 interconnected worlds.
Alright, this saga game seems more ambitious than the last ones, at least.
How the story unfolds is in your hands. The choices you make can unlock different paths, more than ever before seen in the Saga franchise. Fight in timeline battles, turn-based combat in which turn order is crucial to victory. Use special techniques to control the order of actions, or activate team combos to swing the tide of battle in your favor. Saga Emerald Beyond launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Great.
The legendary Raider returns.
Ooh, Tomb Raider, okay.
The first 3 Tomb Raider games.
Look at that guy. I hope that it didn't look like that.
Entering into Nintendo Switch in one daring collection. As the fearless archaeologist, Lara Croft, you'll travel the world and face off against deadly foes and even deadlier legends. climb, backflip, and swan dive through perilous quests spanning different countries and mythologies. Along the way, you'll solve puzzles to uncover treasures of the ancient world and unravel mysteries lost to the ravages of time. This faithfully remastered trilogy comes with all of the expansions and secret levels for each game. You can also toggle between the original polygon look and the upgraded visuals at any time.
I'll take the upgrade, thank you.
1 through 3 remastered, starring Lara
Oh, Asper, my god, these guys have been pouring over a lot of like classic games from the Xbox and PlayStation.
today on Nintendo eShop.
Specifically the Star Wars games. Thank you for remastering those.
This detective's got a second
Okay.
bolt to brilliance.
Looks like a lot of puzzle games so far.
Starts their day early.
This is Rhyme City, a place where humans and Pokemon coexist. The detective duo of Pikachu and his partner Tim investigate various cases while searching for Harry, Tim's missing father. Tim interviews people, Pikachu interviews Pokemon, and they find the truth together. They'll also rely on other Pokemon to broaden the scope of their investigations. Follow Sense with Growlithe. Smash rocks with Darmanitan. And peer through walls with Luxray.
Yeah. Luxray, my favorite Pokemon right here.
Can Tim and Pikachu solve all the mysteries and find Harry? Find out when Detective Pikachu returns. Launches on Nintendo Switch October 6th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. This game's a real toot.
What?
Raise your brass for the quirky rhythm game, Trombone Champ. Play the notes in time with the music as best you can.
Okay, it seems rhythm and puzzle so far. Which one is going to take over? Jesus Christ, please stop this trail. This is actually hurting my ears.
And down. Or the IR motion camera on the right Joy-Con controller.
Hey, they're finally using that thing again.
Those are pretty unique. And
Also,
mastering the control scheme
unique.
won't be a walk in the park. Honk your way through nearly 50 songs spanning various genres, from classical to electronica and everything in between.
God.
Plus, up to 4 musicians can band together in local multiplayer. Trombone Champ slides onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Good. So I don't have to hear it ever again.
Battle your way to victory in these Nintendo Switch games. 10 teams of 3 will duke it out for survival in this online battle royale brawler. Knock your opponent's health down to 0 and deliver a finishing blow, or shove them off the collapsing terrain to win.
Have I seen this game before?
Choose from 15 heroes, each inspired by a different mythology. Work with your allies to be the last team standing. Battle Crush is free to play and launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch next spring. A closed beta test will be available this October.
I think I've seen this game before.
Lead your mercenaries to fame and fortune in this open-world tactical RPG. Take up various contracts, from protecting townsfolk from thieves to vanquishing the land's most notorious figures. Before battle, equip your mercenaries with the best gear and skills to claim victory and live to see another day. Up to 4 players online can join
Alright, so
the
we're halfway done.
and journey together across this vast world. War Tales launches as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch later today.
Great.
Run and
Oh, Contra.
gun in this reimagining of the beloved NES classic, Contra. Blast through explosive stages with a devastating arsenal.
Oh,
of weapons
good. It's not like
and
Rogue
crush
Horse, which that was just so bad to see. It's actually like the classic Contra.
Controls and a variety of difficulty options. This reimagining from Konami and Way Forward features new weapons, enemies, powerful super attacks, and a 4-player co-op mode. Contra, Operation Galuga storms onto the Nintendo Switch
Galuga?
system early next year. Liberate your kingdom. Reclaim your destiny.
Tis a grievous tale which speaks of Fevrith, one of stolen destiny.
No, this isn't it.
And stolen nations. Yet as the world stands consumed by immense evil, a fallen prince shall rise again,
Okay, yeah, this isn't.
lighting his path.
That is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornea's royal lineage.
Cornea.
It speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil. Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it.
It seems like Langris are a bit like their gameplay at least.
Freely traverse an expansive world. Gather new allies, forge your bonds, and lead the liberation to glorious victory. Cultivate a grand army with over 60 unique characters, from humans and elves to massive beasts and heavenly angels.
Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled.
Atlas and Vanillaware present the rebirth
Vanilla.
of tactical fantasy RPGs. Unicorn Overlord. Available March 8th, 2024.
Great name. Oh, Dark Moon, right. The port. This game is very divisive, I feel.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Oh, they're not calling it Dark Moon. Okay, so it's just called 2. I know it was called 2 in other regions, but for Dark Moon in terms of titles.
Luigi, our faint of heart hero, was sent here to check it out. Time for some mansion mayhem. No spooky adventure is
We
complete.
don't need to talk about this game. Like, you don't have to have to showcase it. We know what this game is.
Use it to light up dark areas, vacuum up objects, and interact with the environment. It's a handy tool for your paranormal escapades. Plus, when you spot a ghost, pop! You can stun them with the strobe bulb, then vacuum them up. You can even grab multiple ghosts at once. In this game, you'll find ghosts haunting, a former plant research lab, a broken down clock factory that's full of sand, a mine covered in ice and snow, and even more places. These troublemakers will use every trick in the book to block your path. Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day? Looking for other ghost hunters? Up to 4 players online can do some exercise across different multiplayer modes. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD creeps onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
Summer? That is not winter.
How was that? Next, we have 2 announcements to share.
Ooh.
First, please take a look at this video.
Alright, they're gonna tell us who we're playing.
It's a large question block. Actually, this question block currently appears on the roof of the previously announced Nintendo Gallery that's under construction in Uji City, Kyoto Prefecture. The official name of this gallery will be the Nintendo Museum. At the Nintendo Museum, a wide variety of Nintendo products from the company's history will be displayed. Construction is going well, and we plan to finish up by March 2024.
Okay, you're getting your own museum.
More
Nice.
information, such as the opening date, at another time. Please stay tuned. Next, we'd like to share some updates on upcoming Amiibo figures. The Zelda and Ganondorf amiibo figures are releasing on November 3rd. And amiibo figures of Noah and Mio from the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game will be released as a set on January 19th, 2024. And finally, we have a new amiibo figure to announce. The DLC fighter from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, is on the way. With the release of Sora, everyone is here from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in amiibo form. Please look forward to its release.
Of course, no date. The one that people actually are going to care about doesn't get a date.
That's all for today's amiibo announcements.
Good.
Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, okay, F-Zero. Are they remaking this? Or is it just going to add so?
The first F-Zero game returns as a
Oh, F-Zero 99. People called it.
F-Zero 99.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad to see this.
F-Zero courses with machines from the original Super NES game. Tear through courses in high-speed races, but be careful. Your power meter will decrease if you crash into pilots or guardrails. If it hits 0, you're out.
Or you get blown
To
up.
avoid collisions and conserve your power meter to stay in the race. Feeling risky? Spend some of your power meter for a temporary speed boost. You can also collect super sparks, which appear when machines collide, to boost up to a special path called the Skyway. It's your best chance at bypassing your rivals and jumping into a higher position. Complete goals while you're racing to unlock cosmetic options for your machine. "99 players, 1 winner." It's time to race your way to first place. Because F-Zero 99 will be available exclusively for active Nintendo Switch Online members later today.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
More than 30 years after its original release, F-Zero
They
is
start
back
acknowledging
with a
it.
Battle Royale game. This title also supports the Super NES controller available exclusively
Yeah, 'cause I definitely
for
have
Switch
that.
Online members. We hope you will give it a try and aim for first place. Okay, let's continue with some more headlines.
One little hero, one humongous problem. Welcome to Vandal City, a whimsical land inhabited by small fuzzy beings called Yordles. After a party gets a little too wild, the portals holding the land together collapse and throw everything into chaos. It's up to you and your knitting magic to stitch Vandal City back together. Journey across the land to gather materials and craft items and meals for the locals. As you continue gathering and crafting, you can weave together new upgrades by unlocking more branches of the skill tree. Enchant your experience even further by embarking on quests and hosting festivals for the community. Can you save Vandal City? And what mysteries will you discover during your magical adventure? Vandal Tale, a League of Legends story, launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Alright, 10 minutes left.
Wait, did you hear that? Join best friends, Nunu and Willem, on a journey across the frozen wilds of the Freljord. Jump, climb, and sled your way through a beautiful yet treacherous land, where every step taken and each puzzle solved will bring you closer to the truth about these friends and their past. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 1st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Let's move into Formation.
Okay, spectacles.
Doesn't feel like a prize.
Greetings! Welcome to the island. This tropical resort contains tons of micro games that'll get your body moving. In each micro game, you'll get into a specific pose called a form. Copy the form shown, then perform the correct action as quick as you can.
Hand model.
The micro games will come one after another, so look alive. Plus, up to 4 players can battle it out in party mode. Reach the goal without getting caught by Medusa.
Freeze!
Or settle the score in an arena to be the last one posing. With over 200 lightning-fast micro games and multiplayer modes aplenty, everyone's in for a wacky time. WarioWare Move It launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 3rd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. A heroic tale will soon unfold. Lead an army of over 100 heroes
Eiyuden?
into battle and put an end to an empire's invasion.
Oh yes, thank you. I've been really
Meet
been
Noah,
interested in this
a
game.
humble villager. Sane, an officer from the Empire, and Marissa, a forest guardian. These 3 band together to fight for a common goal. On their journey, they'll meet a variety of heroes who can join their cause. This is your home base, known as the headquarters. As allies join you, additional facilities will become available. You'll be able to tend crops, open shops, and more. Each hero you encounter has their own backstory and motivation. They may not always get along at first, but these conflicts may strengthen the bonds between your heroes. Trust, betrayal, justice, and truth. A heroic tale will begin when Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes launches.
Calling that? Okay, I've really been looking forward to this game. Okay, we finally got a release date for it.
Participate in some pixel-perfect play. Next stop, Octopia. Travel to a charming parallel world in this paid DLC for Eastward. Help Sam and John turn the pages of a new chapter as they adjust to country life in a mountainside village. Tend to livestock, whip up culinary delights for your neighbors, and restore buildings to help the village thrive.
Yeah, I don't think the FP4 remix getting announced in the store.
You can access
Damn
the
it.
DLC even if you haven't played the main story. Eastward, Octopia ventures onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Get back into the groove. In this sequel to War Groove,
Oh wow, okay, Chucklefish gets 2 games.
valiant factions, including a new mousefolk faction, the Fari. Plus, you can now supercharge your commander's groove to unleash devastating attacks. Lead a roguelike offensive in conquest mode. Battle friends locally or online. Or create and share your own cutscenes and campaigns. War Groove 2 marches onto Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive October 5th.
Damn, October 5th and a console exclusive?
Nintendo eShop. Dive and catch fish by day. Then serve them as sushi by night in the aquatic adventure, Dave the Diver. Use the fish you've caught to concoct recipes and create the day's menu. Then tend to the clamoring customers at your sushi restaurant. Explore an ever-changing underwater world to find the best ingredients and strive to exceed culinary expectations. Dave the Diver launches first for consoles on the Nintendo Switch system October 26th. Pre-orders and a free demo swim onto Nintendo eShop later today. The final wave is racing.
There you go, they're not ending on it for
Here's a
this.
sneak peek at Wave 6, the final wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. From the Mario Kart Wii game, Daisy Circuit. More
nice.
returning characters are also being added in Wave 6. From the Mario Kart Double Dash game, Diddy Kong. From Mario Kart Wii,
Funky Kong, really?
and from the Mario Kart Tour
Oh,
game,
Pauline. What?
Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game drives onto Nintendo Switch.
Did you only show up one course?
Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy.
Alright,
this
well, at least we know what the
DLC at
DLC
no
characters
additional
are.
cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own. Something new is among us.
Please tell me this isn't what ends up the direct. Okay. Fungal?
This new map for Among Us is free and launches this October.
What did you think? Thanks for sticking with us this far. Next up, we'd like to recap some of the previously announced Nintendo titles you can look forward to playing from September onwards.
Really?
Let's take a look.
We know about Please tell me this isn't gonna end off the direct. I'm expecting either Metroid Prime 4 or FE4 remake.
We hope you're looking forward to these upcoming titles. This next video will be our last announcement. Let's take a
Please.
look.
Please. Ah, no. Damn it. Please tell me this is not a Paper Mario sticker store. Oh, Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door? Oh my god, they're actually remaking this game? People, I've been looking forward to this game as well. Yeah, this is the game everyone has been wanting, or at least a sequel of.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, originally released on Nintendo GameCube, will return with enhanced graphics. Whether you played the original or have yet to play it, we hope you'll look forward to experiencing this adventure in a paper world starring Mario and friends. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Alright, well, no FP4 remake, but I did like what was announced using Chronicles, Paper Mario. There was some stuff that I did like, and F-Zero 2. Just not a lot to get me out of my seat. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.